Hey guys, so this video is about erotic hypnosis, which it means wow wow wow. You should subscribe to Gumroad wow wow wow.
They already are if they're listening.
No, this isn't Gumroad.
Oh, is it not?
No, this is going to be terminally online, so
Alright,
it will be.
okay.
You know, because
Well, tough luck.
well, here, like we just recorded a good one
Yes.
for Gumroad, so we did. You guys, the Secret Cow, and
stuff.
last week's one we didn't actually talk about. It was about our own local lol cow.
Yeah.
So it was, and look, there's a few other ones, and we're trying a lot of new experimental stuff on that one. And honestly, we're having a lot of fun. And there's been a ton of people signed up for it.
Yeah. A ton of people.
It's honestly, I'm just going to put it out here and say it. Like honestly, it's doing amazing.
It's
like,
far more successful than what I thought it was going to be.
By a big margin.
I thought if we got 20,
I'd be happy.
we would be happy.
But
we're now sitting near 140.
Yeah, about 140, 50-ish. So I think that's very good going.
Yeah, very good
and,
going.
you know, the amount of people that have signed up for it and then the amount of people that have left, under 5% of people that have signed up for it have left,
yeah,
which I think is a really good indicator on whether or not people are enjoying it or not.
Yeah,
so,
which is good.
Look, links down below. I can't really talk about it too much because there's a reason why it's behind the paywall, because
so
you couldn't put it on YouTube.
You want to go?
Go ahead, check that out. So, what's this one about, Megan, then? Just read the title.
After these people tried erotic hypnosis, they couldn't recognise themselves. The Bambi Sleep Files, a collection of audio recordings designed to hypnotise people, promise to make listeners obedient and sex-obsessed, but some consider them to be unsafe. Warning, this article contains descriptions of alleged sexual...
You will put on the dress.
You will.
You will put on the anime
You will
dress.
let me take you up the ass.
Yeah.
When a 31-year-old Ava was first introduced to the Bambi Sleep Files in summer 2019, under the guidance of someone we're calling James,
Oh.
a self-described hypnotist.
Look, guys, it's not a psyops, okay? Trust me, it's not a
A
psyops.
self-described hypnotist whom she'd met through the website Seeking Arrangements. She thought it was going to be fun. BuzzFeed News is using pseudonyms to refer to the people in the story to protect their identities due to their fears about potential retaliation and the nature of the traumatic events discussed in the article. Our sources had not brought formal criminal charges against James at the time of publication, and BuzzFeed News has chosen not to name him.
I thought BuzzFeed was out of business. I thought...
Why I left BuzzFeed.
Alright, okay. I listened to the Sissy. I watched too many Sissy hypnosis videos. I thought, don't watch Sissy hypnosis videos to work for BuzzFeed.
Made by an anonymous creator whom no one has been able to identify as of yet. The Bambi Sleep Files first appeared online in 2017. The collection of hypnosis recordings are designed to instill a Bambi persona in the minds of their listeners. Under the influence of the files, hypnosis subjects are meant to become obedient, feminine, dim-witted, sex-obsessed people who, most importantly, are supposedly unable to remember the content recordings outside of their listening session.
Right, I'm just putting it out here. I don't buy into hypnosis.
I don't buy into hypnosis at all.
I just don't believe it works.
No.
I think if it actually did, well, we can argue that you can, in some cases, alter the way people view reality.
Hypnosis, I think, is more like meditation.
Yeah.
It's just being able to calm.
Yeah, but I think there's a big difference between that and like giving people LSD and doing like MK Ultra stuff.
No, that's not.
I do think you can
hypnosis.
I do think you can change people and you can do certain things to people.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can achieve it with hypnosis at all.
No.
And even then, I think even what you can get people to do, I think they're already predisposed to do anyway.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. The files, which fall under the umbrella of erotic hypnosis, a form of sexual play in which people undergo hypnosis and enter trance states in the pursuit of sexual pleasure.
See, does that not just tell you then they were already looking at? They wanted the outcome. They wanted the outcome anyway. If hypnosis actually worked, why wouldn't doctors?
Why isn't it more used?
Why wouldn't doctors be able to prescribe it to people that were like severely overweight and give them like hypnosis, like you're
depressed,
or
have anxiety? Or
you can fix so many problems with hypnosis.
Can you not like when somebody's like going into labour to people just to like calm and push? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like there's so many things.
If it was like a real thing.
I think it would be more in use.
Yeah. Are often set to soothing background noises like chattering crowds and ticking metronome. Their messages are delivered by a series of high-pitched, stereotypically feminine voices made by text-to-voice generators.
I've been doing this for years then. Wait, is the old channel just pure nothing but fun? Oh my god, that's amazing.
In early recordings, the dialogue is tame. All the parts of you that are ever bothered you slowly flow away, one says. Your worries, your thoughts, your doubts, your will, your memory. Over time, as users listen to more of the files and go deeper into the world of Bambi, the recordings become more unsettling, painting a picture of a complacent sex object without any ability to counteract her deep bimbo programming.
Right, so who's actually...
What?
No, but Megan, who's actually going to sign up for this anyway? Who would actually willingly be like,
subs?
Yeah, so they're already predisposed.
Women who you've probably read too much 50 Shades.
Probably, unironically. I reckon there's probably more fellas listening to this.
Probably. One section of the recording describes Bambi becoming a docile, unconscious dolly who accepts and forgets everything. The Bambi sleep files have generated an online community that has attracted more than 20,000 members on Reddit. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Although the wider erotic hypnosis community considers the recordings to be too powerful, even dangerous. The most frightening thing about these files is they aim to artificially create something akin dissociative identity disorder, an observer said in one of the countless Reddit posts dedicated to warning people away.
So is this like the Reddit version of how do I give myself schizophrenia that you always see on X?
You always see an X, yes.
It's like, no, but guys, actually, how do I
achieve schizophrenia?
the amount of boys on X are like, you know what?
There's at least once a week. There's a new thread. How do I do this?
But if I give myself schizophrenia, then therefore that gives me magical powers, doesn't it? It's like, no, it doesn't.
No, it really doesn't.
No.
Go get help. But Ava didn't know any of that at the time. When she first began listening to the Bambi sleep files under the guidance of James, who coached her through the recordings during in-person meetups, Ava, who is non-binary and uses she/they pronoun, was androgynous in appearance and was considering having her breasts removed. She thought the files could be an interesting way to explore her femininity and help her battle the dysphoria she felt about her body. She also hoped the files might offer anxiety relief and help her feel carefree. Though she was interested in mindfulness and meditation, she approached erotic hypnosis with low expectations. She didn't believe it would work on her. But the changes came on quickly and unexpectedly. Ava said she developed a Valley Girl accent, even though she's from the East Coast. She ditched her jeans and gothic look for sexier, more stereotypical feminine outfits. She dyed her black hair blonde. She began to dress in pink, a colour she hadn't considered wearing since childhood. As she made her way through the Bambi sleep files with James, Ava felt empowered. I felt confident. I felt like this is what I was supposed to be doing. It felt good. I felt hot, Ava admitted. Although she claimed to start to experience memory loss and struggled to focus at work, she said listening to the recordings every night tamped down her anxiety. They were an escape from the stresses of daily life. For a while, I was on cloud 9, kind of living in this blissful little space and having fun, she continued, until it started to not be fun anymore.
Again, is this all just placebo then?
Well, placebo, is... well, it depends. I don't know what they're saying. James, listen to it and see if you can...
No. Right, who here's going to listen to the Bambi files first? Who's going to listen to the Sissy Hypnosis?
So, I can't go to the cops and tell them I was fucking brainwashed and sexually assaulted. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to think I'm on drugs. Yeah, probably. To people who know him, James is seen as a good guy. An open-minded pansexual man who lives on the East Coast and works in tech.
Wait, right, so I thought like
What's pansexual?
I'm pretty sure pansexual means you're not actually... No, is that...
It's pansexual. You're attracted to the person?
Yeah,
not the gender?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Or is that asexual?
No, I can't remember. It was just like see, when it comes to it, it's just a buy and call it a day.
I know. He enjoys sports and has even volunteered in his spare time. When Ava met him, she felt he was a nerdy and slightly awkward. Exactly the kind of man she thought would be into erotic hypnosis.
You look like you'd be into erotic hypnosis.
She felt comforted by the fact he also moved in gender-queerer circles. But Ava and several other people who spoke to BuzzFeed News claims James is a dangerous person who uses the Bambi sleep files and other forms of hypnosis to create a collection of worshipful Bambis for his own own sexual pleasure.
Wait, so is this guy building a harem then?
Yeah, sounds like it. And to facilitate months of repeated sexual assault, electric shocking, brainwashing, gaslighting, choking, and humiliation rituals against.
Right, okay, there's some of them that sound really different from, like...
Yeah, see the electric shocking?
Yeah, here, listen
what are we talking about?
Listen to these, like, audio files here first. Just listen to this, like, audio book whenever you're going to bed, alright? You can
get it on Audible.
Yeah.
And if you want to get it yourself, here's our code for Audible.
Oh my god! Right, you know what? Audible actually this was like a few years back. They actually
years ago.
Yeah, they asked if I wanted one, but it's like I don't really want something from Amazon.
I know. Hey yo, guys! Cost of living crisis and all that. You don't want to pay for models? Well, we got some paper models,
which are like a fraction of the price.
Like fraction of the price, and who actually wants to carry about a bunch of goblins? Nobody.
I mean, like, come on, like everyone's going to need a bunch of goblins. But how do you carry that? How do you transport that? And if any of you guys have transported models any length of time,
you put it in a Pokemon binder and you take it with you. If you're interested in it, check this video out. It'll explain everything to you. And if you really want to, the link to the Kickstarter's down below and it'll explain it. And if you like it, back it.
Also, we do have some free ones, so you can go ahead, print them out yourself if you like them, you know.
Everybody likes free shit, so just go and try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. The former members of James's group who came forward with allegations, some of whom are sex workers, feel they were selected deliberately. I think by design he picks people. I think by design he picks people that don't have all these things going for them because he can discount us as whores. He could write us all off as crazy, Eva said. The group members also said they were scared to go to the police due to fears of retaliation from James and concerns that they would not be believed by law enforcement officers.
Not the dweeby pansexual that works in tech. No! Not the retribution, no! What will we ever do?
I can't go to the cops and tell them I was fucking brainwashed and sexually assaulted. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to think I'm on drugs, added Ava, who has instead used existing Whispers network in the BDSM scene to get word out about James.
What's Whispers network?
I have no idea. Even knowing what to do, or where to go, or who to tell about this stuff without seeming insane has been a struggle to say the least. According to Luke Chow, who has been practicing hypnotherapy from his own clinic in Canada since 2006, hypnosis works by helping a person suspend their critical faculty or disbelief under the guidance of a hypnotist who uses progressive relaxation techniques like countdown sequences. A subject can enter a hypnotic or trance-like state. This allows them to set aside the normal thoughts they usually have and more readily accept thoughts or suggestions from a hypnotist. One thing I often say to my clients is that the right feeling when you're being hypnotized is like being a kid at the feet of your favorite storyteller, said Chow, who has used these states to help clients quit smoking, making better health choices, and revisit a work through past, because often that is the last time people felt this way. One way of understanding how this works, Chow said, was to think about how soothing most people find English broadcaster David Attenborough's voice. Hypnosis is a normal human phenomenon being used in a very intentional and specific way, he added. It's not actually that mystic. Erotic hypnosis, on the other hand, provides an opportunity for consensual power exchange between a dominant, the hypnotist, and a submissive, the subject, in a way that is sexual. Erotic hypnosis occupies a very specialized niche of BDSM. A dom is taking mental power that you're giving them, or more accurately, borrowing mental power that is given to them for a specified period, said Eric Chambers, an professor of linguistics at the State University of New York, research director at the Center of Positive Sexuality, and
Positive Sexuality. Sounds like a great place to go.
And one of the few academics who has studied erotic hypnosis.
I don't know, guys. Honestly, I think like if it really did work, it'd be used worldwide for getting people off fags.
Yeah, getting people off smoking, and losing weight, and anxiety, depression. It would be used far more because, especially, I think, if it was real, it'll be used far more in the UK, especially with our NHS.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay for us.
They don't want to pay for us to have, like, antidepressants or people who are overweight getting diabetes.
Yeah. It's different for, like, Americans.
Cigarettes, cancer, all that, you know.
Like, for Americans, it makes sense.
Big Pharma want the money.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Big Pharma still make the money off the NHS because someone's still buying all the stuff off them.
I get it. But at the end of the day, I think the UK would utilise it more if it was a thing.
Yeah, a lot of countries that had universal healthcare would definitely
utilise it more if it was a scientific thing that actually worked.
Yeah, to us a science.
I don't know. I've sat down and watched your man, what's his name?
Darren
Brown, and I've tried so hard to get hypnotised by him.
Oh yes,
never works.
I've tried it as well. Like honestly,
anytime he does one of them shows, and he's like, and he looks into the camera, and he's like, right, sit down. I'm like, right, I'm here, Darren, I'm here.
Right, let me try this.
Let me try this, Darren. Let me try this. Never works.
No, never worked for me either. Darren Brown was really big whenever we were like 15 or so,
15, 16 maybe.
Yeah, he was like really
and he
big.
Always done like the specials on TV.
Yeah, his stuff was actually really good.
Was like, it was like hypnotising the UK and stuff.
It was really interesting. I think there is something to it all.
No, it's just more magician.
Yeah, I think it is like more magic tricks, like that sort of stuff. I think people want it to be so they'll just play along with it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The power of suggestion and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what else happens.
Chambers' doctoral research explored an online community of gay men who partook in a form of erotic play similar to the Bambi sleep file, in which hypnosis subjects sought to enter into the mental state of a cocky jock. They transformed themselves into dumb caricatures who were preoccupied with their looks, physique, and the pursuit of sexual pleasure and submission. I think it allowed people to explore who they are, and maybe even take some of that into their lives. You know, maybe I'll feel a little bit more confident about who I am as a person, even though I don't have the ultimate jock body, Chambers said. Allowing people to feel more comfortable with who they are as a person is really one of the main goals of erotic hypnosis and BDSM in general.
See, again, I think this is just suggestion. I think that's pure suggestion to me. I think it's like, you know what, we're just gonna fake it till you make it type of mentality.
Isn't it like a thing if you have like a Spanish language tape like playing whenever you're sleeping, you're more like look up the language?
I think that is true.
But it's like this is it's like beautiful sex.
Oh, is it like Friends?
Do you know what I mean? Yes.
It's all ironically like Friends.
Do you know what I mean?
Made Joey a sandwich, yeah. Yeah, I can see that one.
Chaos believes the appeal of
Chaos? The Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, well, this might be a skin actually called Who Knows.
Who knows? Chow believes the appeal of
Can we just call him Chaos, please? Just call him Chaos.
Chaos believes the appeal of entering these hypnotic states, a common sub-kink known to insiders as bimbofication.
You will put on the categories.
Lies in their ability to help people switch off. It's that element of giving themselves up to someone and relinquishing responsibility and decision-making, said Chow, who noted that powerful and intelligent people often use bimbofication as a form of stress relief. Even if you're a lawyer in real life, you can imagine you're just a pampered house pet. You let that all go and become an airhead bimbo. In an email sent to BuzzFeed News after his interview, Chow said he was impressed by the audio quality and production of the Bambi sleep files, which had been designed to overload the brains of listeners so they could more readily absorb its message. He described them as the work of a thoughtful and capable hypnotist.
Oh, this is a powerful source of work. Ooh.
On the subreddit Bambi Sleep.
Oh fuck! I need to go on this. Right, hold on, guys.
Finish this and then we'll go on.
All right.
Users report effects like increased bubbliness and happiness and improved confidence as motivations for listening. BuzzFeed News spoke to several community members who, like Ava, claimed they were motivated by a kink for erotic hypnosis, a desire to explore their gender identity, and the opportunity that the files gave them to switch off from their everyday lives. But Reddit community members have also made posts about being addicted to the file, being taken over by the Bambi persona, or experiencing mental health breakdowns after listening.
Yeah, I went on it. It's just straight up like a porn subreddit.
Is it?
Yeah, come on over here. Like, so like the first one is like someone sucking dick. My queen loves to listen when she worships, and then whatever this is that a man? I think that's a fella. Yeah, that's a fella in women's underwear. It's inevitable. It's this one. Oh, bimbo party warning triggers. Wait. Oh, okay. So is this like one of those like?
It's what the fuck?
Oh my god. Right. Okay. So.
What? James is gonna be playing this to me in my sleep.
Right.
I'm gonna wake up James beside me going wow.
Wow. you will subscribe to Gumgoo. Wow, wow, wow. You will buy the Paper Mini Kickstarter. Wow, wow.
While the people who spoke to BuzzFeed News emphasised that many of the posts online are a form of roleplay, as part of the kink is about getting off on the personality transformation the files promise, they acknowledge use of the recordings could be dangerous if not approached with sensitivity and care. It's a kink with a vulnerable subject. If the dominant doesn't have the safety and consent of its submissive in mind, it quickly becomes abuse, said one user who asked to remain anonymous to protect their privacy as they worry their fetish play will be viewed negatively and have social repercussions for them. Issues around consent and freedom of will are why Bambi sleep files are so controversial in the wider erotic hypnosis community. How big is this community? As they are seemingly set to erode consent in a way in which the listeners may not realise. The recordings are set up to make listeners respond to triggers. How many people are in that subreddit?
So there is 31k members.
31?
Yeah, 31. I would say
decently big. Like,
yeah,
it's, you know,
big enough, I suppose. I don't know.
Let's go and find something about James here. Hold on.
Right, okay.
Right, back to Ava here. Ava has been horrified to learn about some of these messages. I think of being assaulted to these files and how at times I physically was in a position where I couldn't do anything about it. And I think about how the Bambi sleep files are scripted, and that makes me really upset, said Ava. If I had known any of this was in it, I wouldn't have listened.
Wait, but what's going on here? Like, what?
So there's triggers apparently.
The
triggers are considered so powerful that they are banned from public discussion in some sections of Discord and Reddit, where the Bambi files are discussed. Many who have progressed through the files claims it's almost impossible to switch off. The responses to Bambi triggers from the recordings after they've listened to them for such a long time. It's extremely difficult to stop. I have seen people who have stopped for months being dragged back in. Another user, a 48-year-old cisgender man, claimed the Bambi files had caused him to wear women's underwear and seek out gay sex on Grindr. Okay. Blame the files, Roger.
Yeah, okay, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, but you see, I'm actually, like, completely straight. It's just, like...
It's the files, I listen to it too much.
You know what? I just chose to, like... listen to, like, Sissy Hypnosis, but I'm totally not gay, guys. I'm totally not gay.
Seek out gay men on Grindr, told BuzzFeed News. But hypnosis can't make you do things you don't want, he added. So I guess a part of me wanted this.
Well, there you go. At least he's admitting it to himself. So which one of you guys is gonna sign up to listen to the Sissy Hypnosis?
So if we go down, it says, according to Ava, the other members of the group who spoke to BuzzFeed News, their introduction to the Bambi sleep files seemed to follow a similar pattern. Each person met James online via seeking arrangements or through his Twitter account. All were new to the world of erotic hypnosis and
I'm gonna need to try and find this guy on Twitter now.
All were new to the world of erotic hypnosis and knew little about safety practices at the time. They each say they agreed to a date with James to explore the possibility of engaging in erotic hypnosis, and when they met in person, they were nearly always whisked to a convenient secondary location, such as James's office or a nearby hotel, in order to engage in what he claimed would be a vanilla session of hypnosis.
Wait, so does he just like...
Some had travelled from different towns or even different states to meet them.
Wait, so does he just like whip out like an old like bin box?
And listen to that.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Listen.
Wait, I got a bag and shit for you.
Two of the people said they were sexually assaulted by James during the first meeting while in a state of trance, and a third claimed that she was groped, although at the time, the three didn't view what happened to them as a violation of consent, even though sex or sexual touch had not been agreed on before they began the session. I didn't even process what happened to me was assault or rape at the time, because I thought I wanted it.
Wait.
Wait.
This is just like Me Too then, I take it No,
you don't
get it.
No, because I thought I wanted it. So does that mean, like, anyone that I have slept with, I'd be like, well, I thought I wanted it then, but now I don't, so you technically raped me?
Yeah, I think that's what it sounds like. I think that's what they're trying to say.
In what sense of the world?
America. That's all you gotta say. Like, you know, it's... Honestly, like, you know, the thing is, it does seem to be happening more and more. Like, you know, we've had cases of this before where, like...
Don't forget we're on YouTube here.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, you know, like, we've had cases before in the past where people that are, like, American, for instance, and say they've been with someone, they were drinking all day together, they go back, they have her do the thing, and then the next day they woke up, and, like, you know, the girl's like, oh my god, he's actually so ugly.
But people, a lot of people have been in that fucking position.
Yeah, where, like, sometimes you take a stinker home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has happened.
You take a minger home.
I mean, like, it's not
You
like...
wake up and you're like, fuck, but like, you just leave it.
Yeah, like, that's just
Like, it
forget about
happens.
No, that's sexual assault. That's what it is. Even though we both consent at the time.
I didn't realise that he broke all of the rules of hypnosis, said Ava, who has since learned that the erotic hypnosis etiquette requires subjects to consent to any acts, especially sexual, before they are put into a trance. The reason why I wanted it was because he made me want it, she added, because I was in a trance. After the initial meeting with James... How would this stand up?
Okay, how did you meet up? Why would you meet up with them and not
if you didn't want? You're literally meeting up to him to discuss erotic hypnosis. You go and do erotic hypnosis, and now you're complaining that he touched your bib. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something not adding up here, not gonna lie. I mean, this guy James does sound creepy as sin.
It does sound creepy, but like... I don't know.
Anyone who's like knocking about, like, you know, it's like, you in my Bambi, you want to listen to me?
After the initial meeting with James, each of his new subjects claimed they were put on a strict hypnosis regimen. They said they were made to listen to the Bambi sleep files in a trance state, sometimes in a one-on-one session with James in their homes or hotels, and sometimes on their own, often for hours at a time.
He made me do it on my own.
I know. Each person also told BuzzFeed News they were given a hypnosis file made by James to listen to every night to help them sleep. After she stopped interacting with James, Ava listened back to the file while fully conscious and found it had been designed to make the listener completely obedient to him. You want me to have this much control, to be able to change you, to alter you, said the voice in the recording, which BuzzFeed reviewed. You cannot do anything but accept my words, totally and instant. The reason why I wanted it is because he made me want it.
Right, okay, sure.
This goes on for forever.
Yeah.
But the moral of the story is, don't trust a man called James who says he wants to hypnotize you.
Here,
Do you know what I mean?
Do you guys not want to check out Gumroad? Do you guys not want to check out the Paper Model Kickstarter? No?
Like,
you sure?
this is mad.
Honestly,
How people like fall for this shit.
I don't believe it's true. Oh, let me go on the subreddit. Come on over
I
here.
can't, my mic.
Oh yeah. Right. Anyway, this whole thing, I think it comes down to whether or not you believe it.
Any of you been hypnotized?
I would love to hear.
And if it worked?
I would love to hear your views, because honestly, I've, like, as I say, the cruise I ever got was Darren Brown. I thought didn't work for me.
But like the way he explains it and the way he talks about it, it's so interesting.
Yeah, I do think there might,
because the human mind is very fragile.
Yeah,
and it can be manipulated so easy.
I do believe MK Ultra techniques do work.
Yeah,
I do believe you can, in theory, condition people.
Well, it's proven.
It can happen.
Yeah.
However, to what degree and how successful it is, and also whether or not you already had the inkling to begin with.
Yeah.
I think that you already had something going on beforehand. So, you know.
Well, let us know what you think down below. Let us know if you have them.
Here, can any
or
of
if
you guys
know anybody.
Yeah, you know what? Can any of you guys do like the Bambi sleep files for like a week and let us get back to
I might
us?
do it.
Do you want to see what
I'll do it.
See what it's actually all about?
I'll do it as an experiment.
And see if it's like,
see what it's like.
Right, we'll check it out and we'll see.
Not now.
Yeah, no, of course not now. Like, you know, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see what it's actually all about, because I don't buy it. I think these people were wanting something anyway beforehand.
Yeah. Where I'm going into this not wanting it.
Yeah, so we'll find
see.
out. Anyway, oh, by the way, definitely subscribe.
Yes, please.
There's a lot of people that aren't subscribed, so if you enjoy what we do here, go ahead, subscribe. If you enjoy more of what we do and more edgier stuff, check out Gumroad. Why? Because it's behind a paywall, because it's not on YouTube and you can't do what we want to do on YouTube anymore. So that's something to check out. We do have our Paper Model Kickstarter. Check that out. That's worth checking out. If you play tabletop RPG games, IRL, and you want to have models, it is the cheapest way to play with more models on the table. Full stop.
Yeah.
Anything else? Well, wow. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.